talk about what people can see there, because you say people may come in and be like, well, this isn't really my thing, but they end up, it is their thing.
Yeah, a lot of people are curious just what miniatures are.
Sure.
And miniatures are not just small things, they are miniaturized versions of larger things. So they can be fairly large. In fact, we just acquired a collection with some really large pieces, 1/12 scale version of like the Vatican,
wow,
which is several feet long, several feet tall. And then the dollhouse that we're here to talk about today is also a very large piece, 6 feet by 6 feet by 7.5 feet. So they are smaller versions of larger things, but they're not always tiny. So there are some fun things to see that are somewhat large, actually.
Okay, so well, let's talk about this one that you're here to talk about today.
Yeah, so the Juliana is a really beautiful, really meticulously done dollhouse. We're going to have an opening next Friday for the dollhouse in the exhibit gallery. We received the donation in, I think we worked with them in 2023 and then received the house in 2024. We've been trying to find a time to be able to get it out on display. It's got a really powerful story, ultimately. This is a house that was started by Julie Poland. Julie had a vision for it. She was inspired by a painting, a Victorian painting by Sue Wall, and she kind of put forth a design. Her dad is an amateur carpenter, and so she put it to her dad, Dr. James Poland. And so they worked together on building the frame of this very large 4-story, beautiful Victorian house. They were able to complete pretty much all of the frame, and she was able to kind of fully outfit the conservatory in the very back of the house, but ultimately she had an untimely passing at the age of 26.
Oh my goodness.
So she wasn't able to complete the house. The house actually sat in the Poland's basement for quite some time, 19 years, before they got connected with an artist, Vicki Bickle, who had done some miniatures work before, had done a lot of other kinds of work. She's also had an interest in architecture, so finding somebody with the right combination of skills and interests, and also, I think, a commitment and passion for being able to realize Julie's vision. She was able to complete it in 2021, I believe, and then it ended up here at the museum.
Wow. What a story behind that. So what is this modeled after? I mean, is this just her dream of what, it's this painting?
Yeah, my understanding is that the artist Sue Wall creates a lot of different Victorian style architectural paintings, and they're not necessarily of real places, but they can be places that are born of her creativity and her studying of what these real places look like. The painting that Julie wanted to model this house after is one that I don't think that there is an existing version of the house, but ultimately Julie kind of was able to create the vision herself and put everything together. She was seemingly really into, from what I understand, she was really, really into just Victorian architecture and style generally. And so this was her opportunity to get to deck out a whole house and collect all of the miniatures and all of the different, chairs, and she had all of the kitchen pieces, I think, that Vicki actually outfitted the kitchen with. So that's one of the rooms that was really Julie's room that she had collected most of the pieces for. So she was just a really passionate person about just Victorian style, I think.
Wonderful. So this will be on permanent display. Okay, perfect. So what are some of the other cool displays that you have that people would love to see?
Yes, one of our signatures is we have a Van Gogh house. So the yellow house that he did some work with Gauguin at, he painted a bunch of paintings of the room, the bedroom, that has like a bed, and it's a very famous piece that they have. I believe there's one at the Art Institute of Chicago. That house is very well known and well loved that we have there. We also have 6 different room boxes, is what they're called. So they're boxes that have a room set into them. These room boxes are done by the artist Eugene Kupchak, and that is the artist that he has an entire gallery that features his work in the basement of the Art Institute of Chicago. So there's some really world-class stuff that we have over at the museum. It's just not stuff that everybody knows is there or knows those names. Okay, well, man, what a great adventure. We all are right here in West Michigan. It's just a quick drive over to Grand Haven from Grand Rapids. You guys are open, what days do you open? We're open Wednesdays through Sundays now. We just changed our hours to go into winter hours, but we're just doing a shift of our hours Wednesdays through Sundays. On Wednesdays through Saturdays, we're currently open from 11 to 5, and then on Sundays we have shorter hours from noon to 4.
Okay, perfect. And then the grand opening of that exhibit, September 12th. It is this Friday. There's the address right there, 20 South 5th Street in Grand Haven. The Artist Talk is at 5:30 p.m. $5 for members, $10 for non-members. What a cool thing to see. MidwestMiniaturesMuseum.org if you want to learn more. We'll be right back.